Hi, everybody. This is Tony with BlessedTravelVacations.com, and today I've got a real special treat for you. We recently got on Carnival's brand new Celebration. This is an amazing ship, and we had an opportunity to sit down with one of our favorite cruise directors. That's Lee, and I think you'll really enjoy this nice conversation we had with him. But before we do, please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. We really appreciate the support. Check it out. And today I have a very special guest with me today. I have my good friend Lee, the cruise director. And Lee, I got to meet you on the Panorama last year.
Yep.
Was it last year? Yeah,
Yeah.
When they just relaunched, and it was it was a difficult time, I think, for the cruise lines because they were trying to figure things out. But you handled everything so professionally, so I just wanted to thank you. We had a marvelous time. That was the first time we were back on board since the pandemic started, and it was just we had an amazing time. So thank you for that, Lee.
Well, thank you, and thank you for including me on your content today.
Absolutely. So happy to have you here. So, Lee, a lot of people that are watching our videos and watching our channel, well, they've never cruised. They're first-time cruisers. So they're probably thinking, well, hey, what's a cruise director do? Now, before I tell you, or before Lee tells you what a cruise director does, let me tell you my personal take on what a cruise director does. See, a cruise director is the most, in my opinion, the most important person on a cruise ship. Some will tell you, hey, the captain or the head chef or the head director of hospitality, but I would tell you they're all wrong. Because if this man is having a bad day, then the whole cruise ship is bored and they're tired and they're lazy and there's nothing for them to do. But when this man is on, when the cruise director is on as Liz Lee, we've had that experience twice now. It's an incredible trip. So, Lee, can you tell us what a cruise director does? Because it seems like it's everything.
Well, I love your interpretation, if I'm honest with you.
Put that on your resume, by the way.
And the official job description reads, the face and voice of our guest experience. And that's what I try my best to be. So I'm that familiar face, that friend around the ship that if you've got a question, you're like, hey, I don't know about getting into port, or where's the show tonight? Where's good to eat? I can offer some advice or some tips. But also, I'm that familiar voice coming through with constant messaging throughout the week about when we get into port, what's good, where to go. On top of that, I have a ambassador-like, I suppose, status for the company as well.
Yeah.
So folk can let me know if they've got any great ideas and give us feedback. If they've got questions, I try my best to answer them. And then, yeah, you mentioned it. I also get to host all of our fun game shows and parties and introduce the main shows. It is such a great job. Now, I may not officially be the most important person on board.
You are to me.
Well, I'll take that.
Well, the second best. I got my wife here too, so it's the second most important person.
You don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, no, I got a disclaimer there.
Yeah, but there's a ton of people that make the fun happen on board, and I'm really lucky to be that person that holds the little speaky stick, right? But we've got an incredible fun squad on board. We've got our comedians, musicians, our cast of singers and dancers, and it takes a whole village to make fun happen.
Yeah. And there's a lot of talent here on board. The Celebration. It's so exciting. Lee, tell me really quickly, if you would, just this is a little bit off the topic here, but I'm just curious, how did you become a cruise director? What was your pathway or your journey to becoming the role that because you seem like you just love what you do every morning. Do. You're so happy. And every post is happy, 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 and I love it, but how did you get here?
Okay, well, I went to school for theater. So I studied acting, singing, and dancing. 2 of the 3 I'm terrible at. I should have just studied acting. But I studied music theater, and I worked in children's theater for a little while. And then when I came to sea, I was actually in the shows.
Really?
But I was sweating. Every single cruise, sweating. And not because of how hard of a job it is, but because I didn't feel like I was good enough. And I had to make this real deep soul search. Because I was uncomfortable and I didn't feel like I was thriving, right? Out the corner of my eye, I saw the cruise director and I was like, hang on a minute. That guy does nothing. All he does is talk to people and he has a good time and he's informative and friendly, but he does nothing. I want to be paid to do nothing.
Wow.
So I applied for the job, and I had to host the trivias, the games. I DJ'd for a little while. I called bingo, and I eventually worked my way up. And when I got the job, I realized the cruise director does a lot more than nothing.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, you are a great DJ. In fact, the first time
Panorama.
Yes. We had the hush or the silent.
It's the silent disco.
Silent disco. They don't have it here.
Not on Mardi Gras or Celebration because of the number of guests that we have.
People.
Yeah.
But the panorama, that was funny because I was the only guy in the tie, and I was up on top, and I was filming, and you said, "Hey, you in the tie," and everybody turned around and looked at me, but it was silent, so I didn't have any idea why they were staring at me. You called me out. I appreciate it. You were a great DJ.
You're welcome.
You were awesome.
Thank you.
You were awesome. So I got another question for you. So we had an incredible time here on the Celebration. It's such a beautiful ship. Beautiful. So much to do. For those coming on board for the Celebration for the first time, what are like some must-dos that you have to do once you get on board?
That's an easy one.
Okay.
Absolutely everything.
Oh,
Do
no.
it on, okay.
We only got 7 days.
Okay, I'd say you have to ride Bolt because it's the world's first roller coaster at sea. Right? You have to tackle the ropes course and go down the water slides. It's a must. You got to try the delicious food. There are so many options for food on board this incredible ship. So you got to try them all and try something maybe you've never had before. So occasionally we've got like, I don't know, escargot on the menu.
Frog legs.
Frog legs, exactly, right? Wow. If you've never tried the frog legs, try them. Give it a go, because you don't have to. You're not forced to finish that plate. But be a little adventurous and do something that maybe you've never done. And that applies for our time in port as well. Maybe you've never been snorkeling or ziplining or swimming with dolphins. Go do it. You got to make this time on board worth remembering, because vacation is short, right?
It is.
7 short days.
Not enough time.
Right?
We're going to try to be stowaways, I should say, and hang on for the next 7 days.
Oh my word, we're playing hide-go-seek with
we
you on
might.
demarcation day.
I'm just saying, my card might not be swiped yet tomorrow. Lee, quick question for you. So we've got a group that we're bringing on. We do group travel, and we've got one called Blessed at Sea.
I love that.
In June 2023, and they're going to be, unfortunately, they're going to be going on the Mardi Gras.
That's not unfortunate.
No,
it's all beautiful.
I would have loved to have brought them here.
Yeah.
But a lot of them will be watching this video, and they're getting really hyped up and excited about that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what they can expect on the Mardi Gras versus the Celebration. I know they haven't been on the Celebration, but should they be excited about the Mardi Gras?
Absolutely, they should. We've got some incredible shows on Mardi Gras. We've got Voodoo Moon and Love in Vegas, 2 high-energy, all-singing, all-dancing productions with aerial performers and live music. We've got Broadway Beats, a great show in the Mardi Gras Theatre, as well as oh my word, it's been a while since I've been there now. Broadway Beats, Rock Revolution as well.
Oh, okay.
Awesome shows. Then we've still got Emerald's Bistro, so you got to try the beignets.
Okay.
I'd never had beignets growing up in England.
Yeah.
So when I started to work on Mardi Gras, I went to Emerald's, and they are little pillows of happiness covered in that powdered goodness. It is delicious. So try them. And of course, the roller coaster as well. Bolt, you've got to do it.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of cruise ships out there. A lot of cruise lines out there.
There are.
Why Carnival?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Okay.
Because it's so fun.
Really?
And there's no sort of pretense with us. There are some cruise lines that hold that traditional sort of value of cruising where maybe people have to get all fancy every single evening, or cruising is just for the super rich, right? Here at Carnival, cruising is for everyone. You can cruise as you are. If you don't want to get dressed up on that elegant night, you don't have to. If you want to, please do. We've got comedy clubs for those that like adults-only comedy that's maybe a little closer to the line. Come out and have an adults-only laugh. If you want TV-grade comedy, we've got all ages family-friendly comedy. We've got awesome kids clubs. We've got brilliant deck pies, the staff on board, whether it's your cabin steward, your bartender, your server in the restaurant, the team on guest services. We've got the most, and I'll go on record and say it, incredible crew on the 7 seas.
Nice.
They are the beating heart of this ship. That's why Carnival.
That's a great answer. And the reality is it's exactly that. Our experience has always been you can do everything or nothing.
And you
it's
cruise
all
as you
okay.
are. Yeah.
There's no wrong answer, right?
isn't.
You can come and just sit by the pool and sleep and that's it, or you can do everything because there's so much to do.
That's it.
And everything in between. All right, so my last question for you.
Tell me.
So the Jubilee is coming.
Yes.
All right, we're really excited. The Jubilee, I have a special affinity for it. That's the very first cruise I ever went on in Los Angeles.
I love that.
With my family, I was 14, 15 years old. Also, when I got married with my wife, that was our honeymoon. We went on the Jubilee. So 2 years ago, when they decommissioned it, I was really bummed out about it. But now they're bringing a brand new Excel class Jubilee out of Texas, right?
Yes, out of Texas.
All right. Are you going to be the cruise director?
I wish I knew.
Oh, I was hoping you'd step up and tell me.
I don't have an exclusive for you.
Okay.
But what I can tell you, when I was selected for this ship, it is a huge honor and a privilege for anyone who is selected for that ship. Just know that you're going to be in very capable hands. The cruise director on the inaugural flagship goes through a huge selection process and has approval from Christine Duffy, the president of the company, right? So whoever it is, I'd love it to be me. But in reality, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it will be because the world that we live in now demands variety. Netflix. We binge our favorite TV show and then we move on to another one, right? I think there are plenty of talented people in this company.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of capable hands that could deliver that ship. If it's me, I'll be doing backflips down the hallways because I'll be so excited. And if it's someone else, I'll be delighted for them as well. So fingers crossed, I hope to see you. But if not, you'll have to come back to Celebration.
Absolutely. Christine, listen, if for what it's worth, this man's your man. You gotta get him on. You gotta get him on the Jubilee. It'll make it that much more special. Lee, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I do appreciate it. We were so blessed to be here. Thank you for making us part of your family while on board. We felt so special. And you know, if I could just, one last thing, I gotta tell you, for us, we love, at all three ports, when we're coming back on board, we heard a friendly voice all the way on the other side of the pier saying, welcome aboard, welcome back home. I've never been on a cruise. We've been on a lot of cruises. We've never had the cruise director wait for us at the port right as we're coming in. Thank you so much for making us feel like family. We do appreciate it.
I've got one more thing for your viewers as well. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, and share this video with everyone in your family, your network, because the more people that know about Blessed Travel and everything that they're doing, the more people that can join in the fun. So thank you for having me on the show.
Now go do some work.
I will.
All right.